Okay, so moving to the next type of question inequality. Now अभी तक आपने क्या देखा था? When you used to find the factor, ठीक है, and based on the sign you used to put it into the number line and check it. So what happens when you have the same inequality in the form of fraction? ठीक है, so if you have in the form of fraction, you need not to worry guys, because ये same तरीके से बनेगा. Whatever you have learned till now, you're going to apply the same thing, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this denominator to numerator, right? So how will it look like? This is something like this: x minus 5, x plus 8, okay, x minus 9, and then x plus 6, right? And that's more than or greater than equal to 0. So you don't have to do anything, just put all these in a number line, okay? So quickly putting this into the number line, the highest value here is going to be 9, okay? The next highest value will be 5, then you're going to get minus 6 and minus 8, right? So I know that extreme value is going to be positive, then negative, positive, and it is going to follow the alternative, right? What is my intention of getting here? Greater than and equal to 0, right? So what are the values I'm going to take? I'm going to take all the values which is going to be, greater than or equal to 9, then between minus 6 and 5, take, and all the values which is less than minus 8. Now guys, keeping this in mind, now here you need to understand one thing. I need to check that the denominator of this fraction should not be 0. If the denominator is 0, what happens if I divide 2 upon 0, right? What happens? This is nothing but undefined, right? So I need to make sure that the denominator is not negative, or sorry, not 0, right? So how I can make sure that when x is not equal to 9, right, or x is not equal to minus 6, I need to make sure that this doesn't happen, and rest all the values will satisfy. Okay, so I see that here the value is x equal to 9 and greater than 9, right? So I'm not going to include 9 here, right? So here the answer should be x belongs to, right? So I'm not going to include 9 here. 9 से positive infinite तक जाएगा, ठीक है? Now which should belong to, or which is union, इन दोनों के बीच में again I need to make sure that x should not be equal to minus 6. So keeping that in mind, right, I can include 5 in my range, right? Okay, again union, what should be the value? Now anything which is less than equal to minus 8, okay? So minus infinite to 8. So again I cannot include infinite into the range, so this should be open, this bracket, and the square bracket should be right here, okay? And this is nothing but your answer. So these type of problems shouldn't take more than 20 seconds to solve. If it is given in the fraction, you just need to make sure that here things are not 0, right? So denominator should not be 0. You just need to keep this condition in mind. Rest is very same whatever you have learned, ठीक है? एक और क्वेश्चन जल्दी से देख लेते हैं. Let's see one more question so that things are really clear now. One more question with higher degree. Let's say equation is given y minus 5 to the power 6 and y plus 8 to the power 3, and this is nothing but upon y minus 9 to the power 9 and y plus 6 to the power 4. This is with higher power greater than equal to 0, and the question is very same, that you need to find the range of x, okay? You need to find the range of x. Okay, so आपको पता है क्या करना है? Now guys, here you need to keep one thing in mind, that just ignore the even power, whatever power is there. Now why I'm asking to ignore the even power? Now let's say if I have an inequality x square into x greater than equal to 0, right? Now if I put any value of x here, now this is always going to turn up positive, right? This is always going to turn up positive. So my inequality sign depends on what? The value of x. So this part is anyway going to remain positive all the time. So the sign here will be impacted by this x, right? If I have a negative x, then things will turn different, right? If I have positive x, then the sign remains the same, right? Okay, now coming back to this now, so what I need to do here is I need to ignore all the even power. Now ignoring means we'll take care of these things at the end, right? So what are the even power here? This term is having the even power, this term is having the even power, right? So what I'm left out with, I'm only left out with these two, right? All right. Now, so what I'll do is, again, so I'll take out the even power here. So when I take out the even power, I'm just only left out with y plus 8 and I'm left out with y minus 9, which is greater than equal to 0. So you just need to ignore the even power. Here there is 3, so I've ignored 2, I'm just left with 1. Here also I'm given is 9, I've ignored 8 and I'm left out with only 1. So again, I know how to solve this, right? This is y minus 9 and greater than equal to 0. Quickly put this in number line, right? Minus 8, I know this is positive, negative and positive, right? Now solve this, try solving this, keeping this in mind that x belongs to, now I know that here it should be equal to, and again I need to keep in mind that denominator should not be equal to 0, so I cannot include 9 here, right? So it is going to be under open bracket till positive infinite. Then और यहाँ पे क्या होगा, can I include minus 8 here? Yes, it doesn't impact my denominator, so this is going to be negative 2 8. I can keep it this in the square bracket, and that's it. You just had to ignore the even power, right? Why? Because even power does not contribute to the sign here. That's the logic. Okay, so whenever you see the even power into the fraction, just ignore that and keep in mind that your denominator should not be equal to 0. That's it. So two condition keeping in mind, and these questions are really a cakewalk. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. So next question is also a kind of a good one. Let's say if I give you a is nothing but x square plus x plus 1, okay, and b is a value given as x square minus x plus 1, okay, and I ask you to find the value or find the maximum or minimum value. Find the better would be find the maximum and minimum value of a upon b. I will repeat the question. So A is given to me, B is given to me, and they have asked you to find the value, maximum and minimum value of A upon B. Okay. Now A upon B matlab find the maximum and minimum value of X. That's what they are asking. Okay. And they have given you this condition. So find, they're asking to get this value. Okay. And the question is find the maximum and minimum value of X. Okay. Now how to approach this? Now if a and b is given something like this, I can write this very well, x square plus x plus 1 upon x square minus x plus 1. But guys, just to solve this, how to approach these kind of questions so that I can get the maximum and minimum value of x, right? Now whenever you have such kind of question, just equate these two numerator and denominator to something known as k. Okay, you can take any constant, I am taking it as k here. Okay, equate this to k. Now equating it to k gives you certain possibilities here, right? When you solve this, you'll be getting, so I'll just skip one or two step here, keeping in mind that you guys can solve this. So this is going to be 1 minus k plus x, this is 1 plus k, okay, and solving this is nothing but 1 minus k, which is equal to 0, right? So kind of I have got a quadratic equation here, right? You can see this, I'm getting a quadratic equation. When you cross multiply this, you will form a quadratic equation, right? Now remember that, so find the maximum and minimum value. Okay, so guys, I have just missed out one point here. So in question you will also have, x is a real number, okay, x is a real number, and find the maximum and minimum value of x. That will be given to you in the question. I just missed out in the question here. Okay, now keeping this in mind that it's forming a quadratic equation, when do we have x a real number? Remember we have studied in the uh, number in quadratic equation that x is basically what, x is the root here, the solution here, right? When is the root greater than equal or real, so root is real when d is greater than equal to 0, right? So working on the same concept, I know that b square minus 4ac will be greater than equal to 0, right? So b here is this term, okay, a is this and c is this, okay? Now, so I'll just erase this thing and now try to create some space so that we can solve here. All right, so when you solve this further, you'll find this b was nothing but 1 plus k ka whole square minus 4 times of 1 minus k and 1. Alright, so solving this further, you will see that you're getting a 1 plus k ka whole square, which was nothing but b in the quadratic equation, minus 4 times of 1 minus k, okay, into 1 minus k again, which is nothing but greater than equal to 0. When you solve this, you will see that you're getting nothing but minus 3k square plus 10k. Now guys, again, I assume that you will be able to expand these stuff, okay, k greater than equal to 0. Now remember that one important point, that variable in inequality, variable is never negative, right? Variable will never be negative. So if the variable is negative, I need to make it positive. यहाँ पे negative है, in order to make it positive, I'll add negative to both the side. So once I add negative to both the side, my sign flips, right? होता है ना? If 3 is greater than 2, right? If I add negative to both the side, what happens? Original sign will flip. Same will happen here. So this is nothing but 3k square minus 10k plus 3, and this sign is going to flip. When you solve this inequality, again you will be getting and k minus 3. Okay? So this is less than equal to 0. Again, from a number line, you guys are will be able to solve now. This is nothing but 1 upon 3, right? Greater than equal to 0. You know, this is positive, negative, and positive. So you need to have the values between these two range, right? So your x, or you can see the value of k belongs to nothing but your 3 से लेके 3 तक. So you can see your minimum value will be this and your maximum value of x is going to satisfy is this. ठीक है? So guys, I hope things are clear now. ठीक है? And any doubt you can always get back to me and I'll be really happy to help you guys.